Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones. And in the previous episode we actually did a tournament and we managed to win and gain these shoulders. If you'd like to download the mod, by the way, there is a link in the description. Now, I have 2,000 cash, and you may be thinking, well, what happened? Didn't you have a little bit more than that? Yes, I did. However, I went into the town and I actually recruited another handful of volunteers, and hopefully they're going to help us out quite a great deal. Now, bear in mind, obviously, we do have Talisa here as well. She is an absolutely amazing companion. She is going to be helping us out. Oh, yeah, a big deal here. She's got 150, 160 or something like that in medicine skill, which I am just blown away by. I really couldn't believe it. And indeed, we are going to... Oh, yes, here we go. This is absolutely perfect. Probably one of the best quests in the entire game. Oh yes, right here. Extremely simple to do because all you need is an army. You just need a small army, a little bit of space to handle the people that they give you, right? You know, a little bit of carry capacity because, you know, cows are actually pretty heavy, as you can see right there. 200 weight, you know, it's quite significant. And yeah, we only need to go over to Mia and it's going to be that easy, that simple. Now, there was actually one of my favorite tasks available at Soloris here, and that would be the caravan ambush. I was actually very much looking forward to doing that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a tournament here. Ooh, I should probably do the tournament, shouldn't I? Yes, I should probably do the tournament. Okay, you know what? I am going to do it. I am going to do it. I don't really want to because I could be wasting time quite dramatically, but the thing is, this is the great thing about Mount and Blade in general. You can basically just do whatever you want as long as you're in a town or in some kind of scene, because the time isn't going to pass, of course, so you can just do whatever you like. Anyway, Golden Company Archer Hood. Not entirely sure if I really appreciate that. Not going to be significantly amazing, I don't think. Oh, actually, wait a minute. 24, okay. 24 head armor is not too bad. And we are going to be getting quite a lot of cash for it if we can manage to win, which I think is probably... Oh, no, wait a minute. We might actually be okay here. Funnily enough, we are... yes, we are having... no, never mind. Okay, no, we're actually going to be fine. I was a little bit worried about that for a quick second there. Oh, I'm still a little bit skeptical, shall we say, about the enemy's cavalry. Oh, nice. That was a good hit. Yeah, funnily enough, that is what we need to do though. We are going to need to level up our athletic skill. That is going to be extremely impactful for us. And usually, the funny thing is, usually I do level up athletic skill, but some of the time, whenever I'm using like if I'm using a mount or something like that, and I'm, you know, drastically needing to use it to win battles, because that's what we've been needing to do so far. A lot of our battles have been decided just purely because we've been able to get more kills than the opponent. And yeah, it's actually very important that we have a good personal performance, shall we say. That's the thing that's actually going to provide us with, most of the time, a little smattering of advantage, and the advantage inherently is going to make all the difference. Unfortunately, these guys right here, this guy is going to have a bit more, yeah, he has a little bit more one-handed skill than we do, so he is going to be a little faster. Oof. Okay, that was a bit close. I was gambling pretty hardcore there. That could have been, it could have ended pretty badly. Anyway, we are now through 2 versus 2. No! Oh no! They gave me a bow. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, yeah, this is really bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide behind this guy. I'm hiding behind him, as you can see. I'm hiding behind him. extremely close behind him. Basically, we almost merged into the same person at that point. Yes. Probably not the best idea, but yes, we survived. That's all that matters. That is all that matters in this case. Okay, here we go. I was kind of hoping that thrust would connect. Unfortunately, we weren't able to penetrate him. Yes. His defenses, shall we say. Okay, yeah, we should be okay. As long as I just continue doing these wonderful fast slashing attacks. We should be okay here. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. My athletic skill is actually 30. So I only need to get another 20 or so, and then we'll be pretty good. I'm kind of hoping we're going to level up relatively fast. We do have a decent amount of scouting skill as far as I'm aware. At least we have quite a few points in scouting skill, so I'm hopeful that that will make a relatively big difference. Let's see, what else is actually going on here? Oh, special weapon order. Alright, okay, yeah, we're probably not going to be doing that. And we're going to make our way on over to Mia now, and hopefully we're going to make it there in time. Oh, we have some broken men. Do you think we can actually... Yes, we can. We can catch these guys. We can catch these guys pretty easily, in actual fact. That's cool. Alright, so let's do it. Let's literally go there and just do this real quick. There we go. Nice little auto-resolve right there. Massive amounts of prisoners being taken too. That's great. I love that. And then we could just take these, and there you go. That was insanely fast loot, actually. Really, really fast loot. And we now have 2,600. Bear in mind, this is not a huge amount of cash. This is actually kind of... well, it's not worrying, but the one thing we have to be careful of is upgrading our units too much. I know that sounds extremely dumb because obviously, let's face it, you don't want to stick around with tier 1 units, right? No, you don't want tier 1 units. You want to have as high a tier, as strong an army as possible. But the problem is, if you don't have the economy to support it, it's going to shoot yourself in the foot. And that's obviously not very good. Anyway, about the task you gave me, or this fellow gave me. There we go. Done. 1,800. This is exactly why I say this is one of the most powerful quests in the entire game. At least in the early game. And I'm talking about early on. Early on, this is absolutely incredibly strong. And the main reason why it's incredibly strong, well, why do you think? Well, it's because it literally doesn't put you in any danger. There's no danger whatsoever for this. You literally go into the quest screen. He basically just goes, here you go, take this, it's free money. And that's basically what it is. It is completely free money. Now, we are going to be fighting these pirates. Cool enough, actually, that we do have some people that can actually do stuff now. Like, for example, you could see here... Oh, wait a minute. We should probably swap these guys around, actually, because we are mounted, she's not. I think that makes the most sense. Now, the problem is... yeah, this might be a bit of a problem. Yeah, I actually don't know what we're going to do here. I think we're probably going to, you know, maybe going over here would be good. Can we not? No, we don't have enough ability. No, we don't have enough space. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so I basically decided, you know what, we're going to go into the battle and then just reposition ourselves manually, you know, that's what we're going to do. Now, the problem that we're going to have here is that these pirates are extremely defensive, you know, they're going to be extremely defensive. They've got good armor, they have good armor, so we have to be very, very careful of that. They also have shields, and that's going to be a problem. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Oh, they also have thrown weapons. These guys could literally kill me in one hit, probably. Ah, yes, yes. There's the defense. There's the defense coming in. And what is this? What are they actually using? Oh, they're just using sharpened sticks or something like that. It doesn't seem like they have proper javelins, so it may very well be that I don't even take that much damage if I do manage to get hit. However, I don't really want to test that out. Do you? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. Very little damage being done right now. I'm a bit worried the fact that I don't have that much in the way of actual archers. I do have archers, of course, but the archers that I do have are limited. We only have 14 of them in comparison to the enemy's 25. So it is problematic. And I'm saying they don't have 25 archers, of course, but... you know, they have 25 relatively strong units. I actually have no idea what kind of stats these pirates have, but I'm hopeful that they're not going to be extremely difficult. We are doing some decent damage, at least. Their shields can't be that good, right? Right? Surely. This is a problem. Okay, yeah, they're going into shield wall as well, which obviously is making things a bit easier for us, because I'm now able to do some pretty hefty damage, which is obviously nice. As you can see, I can literally just do damage randomly here, and we even leveled up. So that's nice. You know what? I'm actually going to get off my mount right now, and we're going to do some damage with the mace. I feel like this is probably going to make a big difference to us, because being able to capture some of these guys might be cool. Nice. Okay, here we go. Yes, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. You see? Exactly what I'm saying right here. Anytime we have the ability to take prisoners, or at the very least try to take prisoners, try to get right in there, you know? Try to get right in there. Gonna make a big difference. And wow, there you go. That was it. That was actually extremely impactful. And look at my athletic skill. We actually, took the opportunity to level it up, and we've got it at 36 right now. Bear in mind, we obviously don't have a huge amount of focus points in it, so it would have leveled up so much more if I had just specced a bit more in it. Anyway, there you go. I didn't know about the requirement beforehand. That's the problem, you see. Anyway, we're just going to be swapping those out and then just getting all of these. Let's take a look at their stats, actually, first of all, because it may be an idea to... it might be an idea to recruit them. I don't think we will. But, still. It's, it could have been a possibility. Could have been. And, we actually have some shoulders that I can wear that are better than the Golden Company shoulders. That's actually quite funny. Okay, I certainly wasn't expecting that. And we also have a better shirt as well. Very nice. Oh, we got some gloves. Good. All right. Oh, okay. Thanks very much. Okay, that is very nice of them. And, yeah, there you go. All right, that worked exceedingly well. And we also leveled up, of course, which now means, well, I'm going to probably have to go back to Volantis territory, to be honest. But now that means I can put another point in athletics, and then we can have a much better time of leveling it up. And, yeah, hopefully that's going to help us. I mean, my combat skills are a little bit iffy at the moment. A little bit iffy. But, I mean, the funny thing is, I do have a learning limit at the moment of 120, but obviously it would be good to have more in it than less, So, yeah, it probably would have been good to try to maximize that as much as possible. But, you know how it goes. Sometimes you just don't think of these things, especially considering I didn't know about the requirement. Okay, so let's actually make our way back to Volantis. I'd like to try to recruit a couple of what are those guys again? The Tiger Cloak, Valentine Noble Youth. These fellows. I'd like to try and recruit a couple of them. Okay, so before we sell anything, it's probably going to be a pretty decent idea for us to actually give Talisa some things, right? To give her some gear so that she can actually be a little bit more effective in combat. Now, the question is, what do we actually want her to be good at? Do we want her to have thrown weapons? Do we want her to use a crossbow? What do we want? Well, that's the thing. She's kind of an open book at the moment. We don't really need to pigeonhole her into any specific direction. So that's obviously pretty nice. We also have some gloves here for her. She can indeed use these Golden Company shoulders, so I will literally just give her that. And I think I will be wearing the Golden Company hood. Yes, I will. Oh, it looks pretty cool. I like it. And we are then going to just give her our old helmet. And I think, oh yeah, she could definitely use some better armor as well. There you go. Fantastic. So we don't really have anything else here for her. I could potentially give her... I could give her a mount. The question is, do we want her to have a mount? All intents and purposes, I actually don't want her to have a mount. If she has a mount, she will literally end up running in and dying, in my opinion. So I'd probably prefer to keep her in the infantry line, shall we say, or in the archery line or whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to sell that. I could give her a polearm as well, but I'm not going to do that. I think having a polearm is going to make the AI do some weird stuff when they're in close quarters melee combat, and I like to try to prevent any mishaps, shall we say. Yes, I would like to try to prevent that at least. So there we go. All right, so I have recruited a couple of extra people. Unfortunately, they are not what we are looking for. They are not the Valentine Noble Youths. We do have some broken men over here, and I am now going to do a bit more auto-resolving against the broken men parties, and I will try to find some more pirates, because those guys, Oh yeah, they give us some really good stuff. And look at what we have here. Oh yeah, look at this. 900 to deliver some sheep. Yep. I am more than happy to do that, sir. There we go. Yes, that is absolutely perfect. Oh, and the Riverlands have declared war against the crown, and House Tully pledges fealty to the king in the north. Oh, this is kind of funny. It turns out the sheep are actually for a gang leader. Yeah. That doesn't usually happen as far as I don't know, maybe it does. Anyway, we'll just give him the sheep, and then we have an escort merchant caravan mission. Now, the question is, do we actually want to do this? It is going to be a little bit problematic, in my opinion, if we actually get into a position where maybe we're going to have multiple battles at once. It could be extremely good for us, though. You know what? I actually think we're going to do it. We've got a load of footmen right here. Yeah, I've obviously still got a whole bunch of recruits and everything like that, so it is going to... they're not going to be so good, you know? They're not going to be super, super powerful or anything like that. There is a tournament going on here. Riverlands armor is available. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how good or bad that is. I think it's... Oh, hello. It is actually staggeringly good. Oh dear. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? Yes, this is a problem, because now I'm going to die. Oh, it's also kind of dark in here. Yes, and they're giving me thrown weapons. Well, I'm not too bad at thrown weapons, even though I do have literally 0 skill, so it's probably going to not really help me that much. Oh, hello. Yes, also that. Yes, me getting... Oh no, please don't die, please don't die. Elias, do not die. Don't die so early on, sir. Don't die. Okay, there we go. No, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, this guy doesn't really know what's up. He seems to be not really knowing what to do in terms of blocking, so that's great for me. And now I can just thrust at that fellow. Yes, we penetrated his face very deeply. We like that. Okay, so yeah, otherwise, apart from that, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, I was gonna say he doesn't know what he's doing just to, shall we say, manifest it into existence. And boom, he didn't. He literally lowered his block just at that moment. That was extremely unlucky for him. All right, there you go. Now, let's take a look. What do we have? And we actually got him! Isn't that amazing? That's really, really good. Isn't it great that when you actually... Oh, I don't know. When you actually concentrate, everything just... Oh yeah, everything just happens. There we have it. There's the victory. Yes. Okay, so we got an amazing upgrade. Absolutely amazing upgrade. I don't know if we have any kind of athletics requirement here, but we're going to see. So we did actually end up winning that tournament, and, well, I had a bit of a problem with allergies. Yes. So, as you could quite clearly tell. I sounded completely different for a second there, but yeah, my apologies about that. Anyway, we do have the armor, and athletics 70 is going to be... Oh yeah, that's going to be the goal here. Obviously, we could sell it for 10,000, but there's no real need for that. We don't really need to do that. And indeed, we are going to do the escort merchant caravan quest. I see no reason not to, so let's go for it. It's going to be, ooh, he's going to give us 400 per day. Oh, yes. That sounds absolutely fantastic. So let's do it. Okay, so this is actually going to be a bit problematic. We have 46 against the enemy's 40. Yeah, not sure if we're even going to be able to complete this, but we're going to try our very best. Let's try and spread out our people a little bit here, and then we'll get these guys out in the front. I'm actually not entirely sure what we should really do with these guys. I think we'll probably just leave them in the line formation. I don't think we really need to put them in shield wall right now. I think it's probably a bit, maybe a little bit overkill for us to do that, but the fact is, these fellows are going to do massive, massive damage to us, as you can see right here. Ooh, nice. That's good. That's good. The only thing I can really hope for is that my archers are going to absolutely destroy. That's kind of the only thing that I can really count on here. Nice. Okay, actually doing some pretty decent damage, even with the mace. That's kind of interesting. We should probably tell my forces to charge in, otherwise they're just going to stand there, aren't they? Yeah, just tell my infantry to go for it. Well, actually, so far, things are going mighty fine. I am very, very surprised about that, actually. I thought to myself, yeah, we're definitely going to be sustaining massive amounts of casualties here. I've actually just realized that running this direction is so much better than running the other way, because the enemy is obviously running in the complete opposite direction in terms of, you know, in a circle around us, and if you run the opposite direction, of course, you're going to be able to maximize the amount of damage you could do to them, because you're using their speed and your speed to do incredible, devastating blows against the opponent. You can see here, 156 damage in comparison to me chasing after them, you know what I mean? Because me chasing after them, that doesn't really provide us with that much benefit, obviously. You know, we're going to be getting, you know, 30 to 60 damage, not too bad. You know, standard, pretty solid damage, but nothing to write home about. And obviously we want to try to kill enemies as fast as we possibly can, so that we can level up faster, so we can get more points in you know, in athletics and everything. And that's obviously going to make a big, big difference to us in overall. So I am just going to well, actually zoom. Yes, we're just going to zoom, and hopefully my archers will have this guy. Yep, there we go. He's dead. He's out of there. Now, this is indeed one of the reasons why I say the caravan escort missions, I'm not even just talking about this one, I'm talking about both of them, right? Both of them are absolutely amazing. They are really so incredibly useful. And look at this. Look at what we're having right here. So many prisoners as well at the same time. And let's actually see. Do we want to replace anything? Yeah, we do want to get those boots on us. And I don't think we're going to be using anything else. Let's take a look at Talisa here. This is actually better for her. This chest piece is actually better than her other chest piece, if you can believe it. I couldn't believe it when I saw the stats there, but apparently, yep, there you go. They are slightly better. All right. We'll take the rest of the loot, and yeah, then we'll just move on. That is incredible. And we only took a little bit of damage as well, which is really, really nice. Generally, I obviously would like to try to prevent as much damage, you know, taken as possible, but this was pretty much perfect. As long as I don't get myself eliminated, we should be good. Now, I am going to be, once again, leveling up Cunning skill. As I said, I want to try to level up Scouting and Tactics as best as I can. I want to try to get those to, you know, as high as possible. And obviously, we already have 7 in Endurance and Vigor, so it's looking pretty nice. Now, Cohor is right here, and thankfully the caravan doesn't seem to... Yeah, these broken men are probably going to say hello to them if I don't chase them off. There we go. All right, perfect. So now, look at this. Look at the prisoners. If you had the manual laborer task at the same time here, you'd be able to take these ransom, or should we say ransackers? You'd be able to take those and give them to the manual laborer person, and you'd be making even more cash, because obviously that quest is determined by the quality of your prisoners. So if you give them the lowest tier, you're not going to get that much. But if you give them these guys, because they're mounted, you're going to be rolling in cash. You're literally going to be getting, like, I don't know, probably like, what, 3 times as much cash? Maybe even more than that for doing the manual laborer task. But I can't currently do that because otherwise I'm going to be running around with a significant speed deficit, and I'd like to try to prevent that if at all possible. So we're just going to sell all of that. We're getting 2,700. Extremely, extremely nice. And actually, you know what I'd like to do? I would like to purchase a couple of horses here. Oh, these are actually pretty cool. Yeah, I should probably use these. I'm just going to purchase 5 of these, and we're going to use one. There we go. Actually, you know what? I would like to purchase a better one, like a much better one, but I don't really have... I don't have the spare cash, really, I don't think. I'm gonna just wait, okay? I'm just gonna wait. But I am gonna try to increase our speed in general, so yeah, it's gonna be hopefully useful. Now, we're traveling to Kith, okay? Where's that? It's all the way over there. Alright, well, the great thing about this task is that there is a way that you can, quote-unquote, game it, if you want to, and that's just literally... Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so you know what? It seems to me like we should probably accept this. I mean, really, how can we say no? The Riverlands is offering us work as a mercenary. And they're only... Okay, now, I'm going to say this right here. This is not a very good deal. It is only 120 gold. 120 gold per influence point is... it's okay. It's on the lower side, which is obviously not exactly what you want. However... I wasn't even aware that I don't know, that I even caught the attention of anyone here, because I was just kind of minding my own business. And I wasn't really thinking of joining anyone as a mercenary in my vicinity at the moment, because I don't really have the ability to attack enemy vassals. However, because the Riverlands are so far away, I feel like, what do I have to lose? So I'm going to say yes. There we go. We're going to say yes. And the great thing about this, 120 gold per influence point. Think about it. If I kill any of these opponents, any of them, and I'm doing this right now. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see how much we get. 5.3 influence. So literally 5 times 120. We are already making a massive amount of cash. And it's super, super easy and simple for us to do that. Extremely, extremely powerful for us. And indeed, we also have some really, really good loot here too. Surprisingly so. And Talisa's going to get some better gloves as well. And, oh, yes, better, nice, better chest piece. Very good. Yeah, so she is actually a bow person. So I think, actually, you know what? I think we're going to give her a bow. I think we're going to give her a bow. Because even though I said to you, oh, yes, I'm not entirely sure whether we want her to do that or whatever. But yeah, I am actually going to do it. But we're not going to be giving her a mount or anything like that. I think that's probably not necessary. Or at the very least, I don't really want her to have any problems with that. Oh no, okay, we're having some problems here though. Those bandits were actually trying to... Oh dear. Oh well, this is a problem, isn't it? Yes, this is a big issue. That small party of bandits was trying to distract us so that these raiders could come in and actually do the main threat here. Or should we say be the main threat? Okay, let's do it. It's 40 against 60. Technically, we should have this in the bag. You know, this should be completely easy, but unfortunately, the enemy... Oh, no, wait, don't. Oh, dear. Oh, yes, I forgot that that's what the AI does. The AI does this thing where they charge. Yes. Okay, well, I can only hope that they're not super badly geared. I think they're actually pretty good. So I should have... Okay, yeah, no, it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, well, you could see what I was trying to do there. I was trying to get off my mount because everyone was kind of standing still. I was trying to get off it so that I could do some damage, get some athletic skill, and finally be able to wear our new armor because it looks amazing. It's actually quite a coincidence, and a funny one at that we gained Riverlands armor, and we're now a Riverlands mercenary. It's strange, right? Anyway, yeah, we did get an extremely small amount of renown and everything because, let's face it, why would we get anything more, you know, because our ally was the one that did most of the damage, yes. Oh well, never mind. Okay, yeah, so there you go. Apparently I don't really need to worry super hardcore about the caravan, but I know from past experience that whenever the caravan joins the party, or shall we say, well, I guess it is a party to a certain extent, but whenever the caravan joins the fray, we, well, have a pretty high chance that they're going to lose massive amounts of units because they just charge in. But in this case, they've got some really good people. I'm actually really surprised. Very surprised about that. Now, who's this guy? Okay, yeah, we don't really need to worry about him. I was kind of hoping to get more Valentines, if at all possible. What do we have here? Okay, we got a tournament going on here as well. Do I actually want to do the tournament? I don't think so. I think what we should really be doing is trying to focus on getting charm skill to 25. Funnily enough, I literally only have 23. So that's not particularly good, but it would be really nice if we could get to 25, because for me personally, I really believe that having, what is it now? Self-promoter? Yeah, self-promoter. That literally is the only reason why you would want to do a tournament. Because otherwise, apart from that, you could be spending your time doing something much better, but the reward that you get, that is probably the main deal, you know? So, for example, if you're in a... Oh, never mind. Okay, well, we actually did the quest. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, for example, if you're in a... You know, in a battle or something like that, then it's probably going to get you more renown, dependent on the quality of the battle. But yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. I kind of lost my train of thought there when we had the quest complete, which is a bit strange. I don't know, kind of a bit weird that we had that happen so easily, but oh well, there we go. Now I'm going to make my way back to Valentine territory. I actually don't know where we're going to go from here, because I actually thought this was going to last a little bit longer, but oh well, never mind. I kind of hoped it would last longer because we would have gained much more cash, but we now have 11,000. That's actually something that I wanted to mention as well. I think the first thing we're going to do, I'm not sure if it's going to be a particularly good idea. I think it will be. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a caravan. And the thing with getting a caravan is that you need to have a particularly good companion to be able to run the caravan, you see. Because if you don't have a good companion, they're going to, well, they're basically going to suck. And then they're going to, you know, run themselves into danger at every possible moment. And it's going to be extremely, yes, well, not good. Let's see, how fast are we? Oh, yeah, we're traveling much faster than these guys, so I should technically be able to catch up with them relatively simply, and then we can auto-resolve and murder them. Okay, so there's actually something I'm very much looking for here. Ah, needs help with brigands. Okay, yeah, I'm not looking for that. I am looking for something very specific. Unfortunately, I might not get lucky here. No, not getting particularly lucky right now. Ah, that's sad. That's very sad. There is a hideout right here. And I was kind of hoping that the game would populate a task that allows us to defeat the bandit hideout for a wonderful reward and to get a significant amount of relation and wonderful, wonderful things. And yeah, I was kind of hoping that that would be the case. Obviously, we could do the... Well, I mean, we could do the hideout, you know, nevertheless. I mean, it's pretty... it's a pretty good idea in general, because if we do the hideout, you know what's going to happen, right? Yeah, we're going to level up our athletic skill. We're hopefully going to get our athletic skill to what we need it to be, potentially. And we're also going to be able to, well, have some fun in the process. Let's actually speak to this fellow, though. I don't need the service of strangers. I work only with lords of the realm and loyal mercenaries. Alright, well, thanks very much, sir. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? Okay, needs help with brigands. So basically everyone needs help with brigands. Well, this is very annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to do something a little bit better here. But yeah, as you can see, my money situation is having a big problem because we're not continually making cash, right? So the problem is, do I just go in here? I think we will. I think we will just go in here, but I need to take this quest first. Because technically, if you do a hideout and you have this quest, let's see how many groups he needs help with. 3 bands. Ugh. Yeah, okay, that's kind of annoying. Alright, well, let's just hope that I can actually get there in time. I'm never going to be able to encounter any of these other fellows unless I get super lucky. So let's hope. Please no one else leave. I need these 3 parties to stay in here. Yes, they did. Okay, that is absolutely fantastic. Okay, if they had left, that would have been probably one of the worst things that could have happened. But no, they did not. So we are very, very lucky here. Now, all we need to do is just kill a couple of people with our mace and have a grand old time. And we are going to be probably telling everyone to fire at will. I don't see a reason why they shouldn't fire at will. Okay, and we should probably tell them to charge as well. Why not? Okay, yeah, so this is inherently the problem with fighting against the Dothraki, because they are going to be good at using their bows. Oh, this is actually a bit problematic. Maybe. He's never going to be able to beat me. There's no way he will be able to beat me in a one-on-one, because he's using a relatively long sword, and in comparison, I'm using an extremely short mace, which is much, much quicker, much more low profile, and it's going to enable me to do some pretty cool close quarters combat. Oh yes. So let's actually just have a look-see here. Okay, so where are my forces going? They're going over there. There must be another opponent there. I think what we'll do is we will go into the cave, and I will... there's someone behind me right there, but I'm pretty sure he's going to die. If he does decide to follow me, then so be it. That's absolutely fine. Aha, here we go. How many people do we have? I think we got 2 people here. Yeah, we have 2 people. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a bit problematic, actually. Oh, no, no, no. That was bad. Okay, there we go. Nice. Ooh. Okay, that was really, really close. Actually, not a good idea. Not a good idea to do that. If I die, this is game over. Just bear that in mind, right? You know, in a hideout situation, as far as I'm aware, if I recall correctly, because it's been a while since that has happened, but, you know, let's just say, you know, if we die, that's it. And then we have to, well, then we have to come back in, or at the very least, then it's counted as a fail. Yes. Okay, come on, Master Archers. I'm not entirely sure what these guys are doing, to be honest, but yeah. Alright, let's try to get these guys to stop firing. There we go. Whoa, that is an extremely hilarious, massive weapon that he's using right there. Obviously, this is much better on horseback for them, but we are leveling up. Look at our athletic skill. It's leveling up so dramatically here. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, I think what we probably want to do... The question is, do we want to do that now? Yeah, you know what? I think we will do that now. We are going to be telling them to hold fire. Just in case, because I'm not sure whether I can beat the bandit leader at my HP level. That's the thing. I'm not sure if I have enough confidence in my own ability to do that. Because if I don't, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh no, actually, I think I might be able to deal with him. Yeah, I thought he was gonna be a little bit more heavily armored, but I should have known better considering Dothraki. You know, makes sense. So let's do it. Okay, yeah, he's going to be a bit more troublesome in terms of blocks, but we should be fine. We just got to make sure to block adequately enough, and there you go. There it is. And we did gain a significant amount of athletic skill. We have now 65. 65. Bear in mind that we obviously need 70 to wear our new armor, which is exactly what we're going to try to do. Bravosi peasants. Okay, what do we get from these guys? Oh, they actually have really, really good bowmen as well. So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, but I'm probably not going to be doing anything with them right now. I'm just going to leave them. I am mostly going to be using Volantis units, and basically only that. And look at... Oh, yes, there we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. I mean, I'm not looking to use this, even though this is a very, very good weapon. I mean, it's rusty, obviously, so it's not as good as as what it could be. But this is an extremely good weapon for selling and all that other stuff. And yeah, it may be if we actually get it, if we actually get it sold for like the actual price that it can be sold for, like what, 6,000 or whatever it was, then we may in fact be able to get our very own caravan up and running, which would be amazing. So now we have self-promoter as well. Self-promoter is obviously fantastic, +3 renown when a tournament is won. I mean, how can you say no to that, right? And then we also have armor weight here, and we have weapon handling. For me personally, I'm going to be going for weapon handling here. I know armor weight generally is very, very good, and I would highly recommend taking it most of the time if you're going for like movement speed and stuff like that. Then you don't want to feel as sluggish. But as it stands right now, I'm mostly on a mount, and if I'm on foot, I really just want to make sure that I beat enemies in close quarters combat. In other words, attack speed really makes a big difference in that regard, and that's where the handling is going to come in, of course. Not sure how much 10% is really going to do, but it's a decent number, you know, it's a decent number, so not too bad. Anyway, we can now sell our prisoners for 1,000, which is very nice. Now let's take a look and actually see what we're going to get. Yeah, as I thought, we are not going to get exactly the amount that we had right there for the Arak, which is very sad, but we are going to be selling it nevertheless. It is too good of a price to say no, I guess. Kind of. Not particularly pleased with it, but, you know, it's fine. And we also can sell some leather, and we can sell some raw silk, of course, and we might be able to buy some other things. We can buy some olives, I guess. And there you go. So yeah, we got another 3,000, which is pretty decent, not too bad. And there is a poacher quest. Yeah, there's a poacher quest and a tournament. However, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.